Guys, and good morning. Quickly updating you on the topic of buying and investing in real estate in Spain, Italy, and Portugal. Well, let's talk about Italy for now because Italy is quite sketchy for the time being. Yesterday, I told you that they announced 42% tax on crypto gains, and things are going downhill also in terms of real estate investment. If you invest in real estate in Italy, you're running several layers of risk. However, if you outcome these risks, it's absolutely wonderful. That's what I'm trying to do right now, and that's what I'm trying to fully understand before pulling the trigger on any real estate or new real estates in Italy right now. The thing is, once you're, let's assume you're an American, you don't have EU passport, you go to Italy and you want to buy, of course you can buy. If you're Canadian, things are a bit different because Canadians right now, they can have some difficulties buying in Italy because of, mutual treatment, because I don't know, some political things between Italy and Canada. Not that they don't really like each other, it's just an administrative kind of thing. Let's assume you're an American trying to buy in Italy and you're successfully finding anything decent. So you go there and you will run into the tax authority that you need to pay taxes on your first property in Italy, and this will make you lose your impatri regime if you want to relocate to Italy under the tax relief regime if you're coming to work in Italy from outside. So the thing is, if you want to buy in Italy and stay outside, that can be the beneficial solution for you. If you want to relocate to Italy to live the Dolce Vita and just, do nothing and be in Italy, then be aware of the first house purchase rules in Italy. That's the only thing you need to pay attention to. And of course, you need to fulfill all the requirements that the building itself or the house itself is legally viable, because many real estate units in Italy are during a period where things were just popping out illegally in the country. So you have to be aware of that. You have to do your own due diligence in that regard, and you need to understand all the tax implications for your country of residence. If you're resident of the US, I believe even if you're not resident in the US, you have to pay taxes in the US. So that's something you need to understand, to fully understand, and to know whether it makes sense to buy somewhere else or not. Of course, it always makes sense to, expand and go somewhere else, but it's just you need to understand the complications in tax reporting for your individual case. So for now, I would say that Italy is becoming a little bit of a mystery for me in terms of taxes. They have a tax incentive of 50%, which is called impatri regime. Like if you're just coming out of Italy and relocating to Italy, they give you the tax relief for nearly 4 or 5 years. So that can actually be a very good tax cut. However, if you're heavily invested in crypto, things can be quite different because we're talking about 42% crypto gain tax. If you're just running a business, I do believe corporate tax in Italy are more or less like all European countries. However, there are some tax implications if you establish a company in Italy. So you need to do your own due diligence, you need to understand everything, and especially in real estate, you have to be aware of all tax implications if you're from the US specifically. Because many people I know from the US are running into a lot of troubles getting into the tax system in Italy and getting the double taxation between US and Italy. So you just need to understand the full picture. Of course, I will be updating you whenever I have a clearer picture myself on the whole thing, exactly like I did with all the Canadian citizens asking or buying in Italy. I will be updating you on that regard. However, the 42% tax on crypto, that might be a bit annoying if you wish to become a tax resident in Italy. You have to be careful not to become a tax resident in Italy if you're heavily invested in crypto, because apparently they're planning a completely different route right now. I don't know why, but it is what it is.